Oh, hey campers. I didn't see you there. It's Friday. What happens today? Ha! I leave. We leave. Welcome to that conference. Welcome campers, geeklings, counselors, friends, spouses, kids, dogs. I don't even know if you can bring dogs up there. Anyways, I didn't get to put out a video yesterday. We were slammed trying to get trucks packed and everything, and so it's important. So before I officially kick off a welcome message, I want to talk about the crew a little bit. We're here because of a whole lot of people who generously donate their time week in and week out. There's a lot that happens. I talk about that conference as the platform. We create the platform, you all create the event. And so we spend, well, my wife and I, it's pretty much 12 months out of the year. We slow down a little bit after the conference. Things pick back up around November, December. Come January, it's about a weekly thing from January till now, and the last couple months are usually pretty crazy. But I might be the person on camera, but I'm not the team. I'm just one individual, and I want to go through the team and make sure that you introduce them. I introduce them. We're going to put a picture so you can see their face, and then you can shake their hand, as I talked about last time. So let me go down the list. These are in no order. There is no hierarchy, Maslow's hierarchy of needs or anything like that. First, Brett Slasky. Brett came on a couple years ago out of a desire to get more involved in the community, get more involved in things, has become essential as part of the team. He's keeps me on track. He does coding. He works with sponsorships, logistics. He's kind of the guy who keeps us all accountable. Although I think that's supposed to be my job. Thank you, Brett, for keeping me accountable. Next, Keith Burnell. Keith has been around since day one. Keith codes inside and out. How do you code inside and out? That's just the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Keith's wicked smart programmer, developer, software ninja. Is that better? Keith works on the website. He wrote that TV. He takes some of the help with logins if people have problems. He worked on the big red button that you're gonna see soon. If it's got code involved, Keith's down in the middle of it. God bless him. Thank you. Greg 11 Hagen, or as I call him, 12 Hagen. Greg, another guy who's been around since the beginning of his time, been around since our beginning. Another software programmer, in fact, we're all really programmers, has helped build part of the site. His main job is sponsorships. So he works with all our sponsors and our partners to make sure we've got the right things set up, the right environment, just that it's a win-win for everybody, right? We can't do this without our partners, and with that, both Brett and Greg work with them week in and week out to make sure that we're creating the best environment for everybody. Thank you, Greg. Kevin Davis, or as we call him, KPD. I don't really know what the P stands for, but KPD. Kevin, another wicked smart programmer. Again, everybody's wicked smart, but this dude's got 2 doctorates. He's an actual PhD, but we just call him KPD. Anyways, small rant. I've known KPD since my professional career back at Allstate. I think he started the first year, the second year maybe with us. KPD takes care of a lot of our communications, or all of them. He reviews all my terrible grammar. If you've watched these videos, you know I say some pretty goofy stuff. The newsletters come from him, some of the copy on the site, welcome letters, whatnot. We kind of all craft them together in Google Drive, iterate back and forth, and he takes care of all that mad science stuff. It's hugely, immensely helpful. Thank you. George Roberts. Fellow conference organizer, known George for many years. He used to run a conference back in the day. George came on early in our existence to help. I want to say give some guidance, but share his thoughts and whatnot. Been essential to the team. Is responsible for the app that you see at registration, as well as the app that we use for the sponsors. So it's a nice workflow for us with our website and those apps, and getting contacts to sponsors and attendees and raffles and all that kind of stuff. It's all interrelated, intertwined. Everything that you see, we've built. Website, partner app, the registration app, the mobile apps. We brought in a company now called Milk Can, which I'll talk about later. That's all stuff that we've built. There's no CMS engine back there. It is code that we have slung. George, thank you. Brandon Martinez. Brandon came on a couple years back. He's got a design background, loves the kind of creative side of things, also a programmer. Helps a lot with programming the site, helps do a lot of our graphic stuff, so some of the images on the site, corrects all my garbage that I do. Again, does a lot of the programming that's on the website as well. Oh, he also does all the social media. He took that over for me a couple years ago, and then he's the one that takes all the pictures. So all those pictures you see on the TV this year, it's all his work, and he's got a photography studio on the side. So in fact, he helped me get this camera that I'm recording on to talk to you in here in this. Thank you, Brandon. Angela Dugan, or as I call her, Dugan. Angela, dear friend of mine from way back when, I don't even know, it's like early Microsoft days. Angela does all the creative stuff with the badges, with the kids, or for the kids, with the kids. The ribbons that everybody builds a long thing with. Does the game night, that's all her deal. Just helps me with how to get more of a diverse crowd, what groups we should talk to. I mean, you only know what you're exposed to, right? And Angela's helped a lot in trying to be as balanced and get that word out to everybody everywhere. Another essential person to this team. Can't thank her enough. So Angela, thank you, and happy birthday, since it's always your birthday on that conference. That birthday, I guess. Shame on me. Happy birthday. And then there's a lot of other people who help. We have a lot of people who help during the weekend to get set up. Help on and off, not to sound like I'm discluding anybody. Lance, Larson, Lewin, Min, Mong, Gordana, Jason Rotella, Brad Kendall, Sharon, Ryan, Seth, Trisha, the list can go on and on. We get an enormous amount of support during the conference, and then kind of throughout the year. You know, it's hard to bring volunteers on and do things here and there, but it's not a one-person show by any stretch. I just may be the figurehead talking, but it is all of these people who put this together. Lastly, there's one other person, which is my wife. Carrie didn't conceive this idea with me. I kind of conceived it and then pulled her into it. She's worked in tech, she's not a programmer. Didn't necessarily know what we kind of put on the line in the beginning, but has been my right-hand person in all of this since the beginning. There is no way that I could do this without my wife involved. Our office is now multiple desks. This consumes us in the spare time. It consumes the kids, the family. And so, you know, there's some added pressures that kind of come on day to day when you have when your house is also your office, your company, and all of this surrounding together. Carrie, from the logistics to the budget, to the food that you eat, to helping me get orders done. Her and I both answer hello@thatconference.com. The snacks for the speakers I'm looking around my office because there used to be just giant piles of stuff, and now there's just little amounts. But I can't do this without Carrie. I can't do this without the entire team. I would have gone clinically insane if it wasn't for my wife and being part of this. So Carrie, thank you. The last 5 years have been amazing. I know at times it's stressful, but thank you for everything. I do enjoy it, and I'm glad that we're making the decisions that we are. So that's my crew. Hard to not get choked up. I know it's a little bit more serious. Again, thank you to all my guys. I hope I can edit this video up such that we got their pictures right. I'm not a video guy yet, as you can tell. Brett, thank you for everything. Keith, thank you for everything. Greg, KPD, Brandon, George, Angela. Here we are, 2016, biggest year yet. Thank you, all of you, for the dedication week in and week out to make this thing possible. Can't do it without any of you. Can't do it without everybody who's watching this and all the attendees. It is all of us together that make this a thing. None of this works without every little piece. And that includes the people setting up, that includes our partners, our sponsors, the internet, our attendees, the kids, the spouses. All of that has to come together for this to be a success. And the reason it's grown at the rate it has and why we're able to do some of the things is because of all of that. So with that, thank you. Thank you to my team. Thank you for coming. See you in 2 days.